strange elements to this story, particularly when you look at the timeline of dates. So let's go back in time and do that. 12th of September 2023, Kate Middleton reveals a finger injury, which she claimed happened when she was trampolining with her kids. Innocent enough. Then 3 weeks later, on the 5th of October, Kate is pictured with 2 fingers still bandaged together. Seems like it must have been a pretty rough trampolining injury. On the 22nd of December, Wills and Kate announced an official trip to Italy, scheduled for early 2024. Now, if you're planning major surgery of any kind for early 2024, it seems unlikely that you would also announce a trip to Italy at the same time. Then, December 25, Christmas Day 2023, the last verified public appearance of Kate Middleton, and also of the 3 children. Everyone looks happy and healthy. December 28, 3 days later, an ambulance with police escort is seen flying out of Sandringham, where the royal family was spending Christmas. There was no statement from the royals as to what that was about. Then, January 17, 2024.
The Princess of Wales' condition potentially more serious, admitted to this London private hospital on Tuesday, undergoing planned abdominal surgery described as successful. At this stage, the palace won't say exactly why the princess required surgery, choosing to keep her diagnosis private. But she is likely to stay in hospital for up to 2 weeks. All her engagements expected to be cancelled until after Easter.
It's announced that Kate Middleton is recovering in a hospital called the London Clinic. Now, during those 2 weeks, there are no reports of visits from her parents, her siblings, or her children. On January 18th, the day after surgery, Prince William visits the London Clinic. It was the first and last time he was known to visit, where she was allegedly in the clinic for another 2 weeks. On January 24, UK papers report that the inner circle of the Waleses were shocked to hear of Kate's surgery and that they weren't aware of any health issues. January 26, King Charles reportedly visits Kate in hospital, but still no known visits from her kids or parents or family. January 28, Spanish journalist Concha Calleja claims Kate Middleton is in an induced coma after her surgery, and she cited unnamed palace sources. The next day, on January 29, Kensington Palace claims that Kate was discharged from the London Clinic to continue her recovery at home. At this point, Kate hasn't been seen publicly in over 35 days, and there are no photos of her exiting the hospital. On February 1, Palace aides slammed the Spanish journalist's story, which is a bit odd because they rarely comment on rumours. February 5, King Charles announces his cancer diagnosis, but doesn't say what it is or how bad it is. On the same day, UK Magazine published an article which said Kate's recovery would now be 9 months and not 3. 2 days later, on February 7, Prince Harry jets to London for a fly-in, fly-out hospital visit to see his dad. It lasted all of 45 minutes. Queen Camilla also visited the King a number of times. But you know who didn't visit? William. Nor did he issue any kind of public well wishes. On February 9, reports emerged that Kate is, quote, on the mend and has left Windsor to continue recovering at Sandringham. On February 20, Prince William puts out a statement on their joint social media account talking about the conflict in the Middle East, but there is no mention of Kate. William also used his solo monogram at the top, which he used to...
Y'all, what is going on with Kate Middleton? The last time she was seen in public was on Christmas Day. Here she is with Princess Charlotte, looking alive, looking well. Cut to January 17th when the palace drops the surprise announcement that the Princess of Wales underwent planned abdominal surgery the day before on January 16th, and she would be recovering in the hospital for 2 weeks and then for several months at home. For a gal who was on the steps of St. Mary's, likely in a diaper bleeding, it was very surprising to everyone that she would need so long to recover, and speculation started to run wild about her well-being, which was not helped by the fact that King Charles and Princess Catherine reportedly left the hospital on the same day, yet there are only photos of King Charles leaving the hospital and no evidence Catherine actually left. A Spanish journalist goes on the record and says that Kate Middleton is in a coma. She says the doctors had to take drastic actions at the moment because of complications that arose during the surgery. The decision was to put her in an induced coma. They had to intubate her. There were serious complications they didn't expect because the operation went well, but the post-operative period didn't go so well. The palace denies all of this, and the reporter doubles down. Says, I reaffirm what I said. This is what happens when you touch a nerve. It is annoying. I fully trust my source. What happens is that they feel upset because we have discovered the truth. And it only gets stranger and weirder from here. Don't miss part 2. Wild. What could be keeping Kate Middleton at home under constant care? What is this grave health condition? Is she even awake? Is she in a coma? So the prevailing theory becomes that Kate Middleton has Crohn's disease and that she needed a bowel resection, which explains the very long recovery time. Some are even saying that she has a colostomy bag, which would also explain why she is not in public. Okay, so this is the part of the story where things take a quite tragic, scary, weird turn. So stay with me at your own peril. This is Thomas Kingston, the ex-boyfriend of Pippa Middleton. He and Pippa broke up in 2011, and he went on to marry Lady Gabriella about 5 years ago. What does this have to do with Kate Middleton? Well, just several weeks into her recovery, Thomas Kingston dies from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. And some are saying there's absolutely no coincidence, and all of these royal tragedies and royal illnesses are absolutely linked. King Charles is not in public view anymore. Thomas Kingston has taken his own life. Kate Middleton, she's disappeared. Even Camilla has pieced out from public view. All the royals seem to be disappearing, and even Prince William cancels a planned address at his godfather's memorial. He was supposed to give remarks honoring King Constantine, his godfather, and nope, he pulls out. Is the royal family in crisis mode? Why are they all disappearing? You guys, it gets so much weirder in part 3. Stay tuned. It's Kate Middleton, part 3.
All the royals seem to be gone. First, King Charles gets cancer. He's out of public view. Second, Kate has a surprise planned abdominal surgery. She's gone for months. Then, Queen Camilla, she says, I'm out of office. Finally, Prince William, he cancels a planned appearance to give remarks at his godfather's memorial.
And tragically, Thomas Kingston takes his own life.
Keen observers of global affairs take note that several top leaders seem to be missing in action, not just the royals. Pope Francis, he's taken to the hospital for the flu.
Mitch McConnell steps down. Jacob Rothschild, dead. Why is everyone dying or disappearing? Is it possible that without Queen Elizabeth there to protect them, the royal family is crumbling? Okay, so this is where we have to all dust off our tinfoil hats and suspend our disbelief as we entertain a prevailing theory going around. When I was searching for answers, I kept finding the same comment, which is that these people aren't dying and they're not actually disappearing. They've simply moved. Where have they moved, you ask? Behind an ice wall in Antarctica. And not just because they love the cold. These citizens believe that something is about to come out that incriminates all of these people that have disappeared. And that is the reason why they fled behind an ice wall in Antarctica. They can escape the consequences of their misdeeds. Yes, this is where some say Kate Middleton and other elites are escaping to, an advanced world where they don't have to pay for their crimes in this one. Though that was very imaginative, I have a different theory on what happened to Kate Middleton, which I'm going to share in part 4. Leads me to part 4 of where the is Kate Middleton. Amidst all the speculation, Kate just so happened to be photographed driving in Windsor by the PEPs. Because it's so grainy and far away, people speculate if it's even her or if it's a lookalike. Her or a lookalike, it's clear that Kensington Palace was trying to send the message that Kate's fine, she's just recovering in private, move it along. So with the internet entirely unconvinced of Kate's whereabouts, Kensington Palace then releases this photo. And I think it's safe to say this is when we all became completely obsessed with this story. Because once you start seeing how heavily photoshopped it is, it looks fake. What's going on with this jacket zipper? Also, what happened to Princess Charlotte's sleeve? It's so heavily photoshopped that in an unprecedented move, the Associated Press issued a kill notice, basically saying that it compromises the journalistic integrity of any institution publishing it because it's so heavily manipulated, it's fake. This is where it starts getting even weirder because they even request the unmanipulated photo from Kensington Palace, and Kensington Palace says no. So they say, like, show us like the real thing so at least we know this photo happened. And Kensington Palace is like, no, we're not going to send that to you. Internet sleuths are also able to figure out that the face in the photo they posted was just photoshopped from Kate's Vogue cover. Follow along for part 5 where I share how this all leads back to Prince William's alleged affair. Evening is officially upon us. I've been doing this since noon, but let's keep going. Where the F is Kate Middleton? Part 5, cheers. Okay, so when A.P. issued their formal redaction of this photo, their kill notice, what they were saying and implying is that the palace was lying with this photo, that it was fake. The last thing the palace wants when they're trying to send a message that everything is fine is for it to backfire and it to actually erode public trust in the royal family. Let's also remember that if public opinion turned against the monarchy, it wouldn't last for long. And do you know what controls public opinion? The media. So if coverage is negative, it is existentially bad for the royal family. So what the kill notice did, it basically put the palace in its place. It said, we know that this is actually not a real photo. We want the truth. We know something's up here, and we're not going to just push out your message because it's your agenda. The media was essentially reminding the palace of who is actually in control and who actually depends on who to exist. The media also had another message for the palace. Posted 4 hours after the manipulated photo of Kate was posted, they issued this profile. Lady Rose Hanbury, who is the Marchioness of Champs-Élysées. Do you know who definitely does not want more eyeballs on Lady Rose Hanbury? The palace. Because Lady Rose Hanbury is who was widely rumored to have had an affair with Prince William in 2019. You guys, this goes so deep. Follow part 6. Where the is Kate Middleton? Let's go. Okay, so make no mistake, when the media published this profile of Lady Rose Hanbury, shots were fired. They were essentially saying, tell us what's really going on with Kate, give us something actual to publish, or guess what? We're gonna go digging where you don't want us to dig. We're gonna shine a spotlight on something you do not want under the lights. Can you imagine if the people of the United Kingdom stopped seeing Prince William as an adoring family man, but instead a philanderer? Do you think they really want that to be their future monarch and ruler? I honestly really don't think the royal family could weather another major cheating scandal. It would just make the British public way too wary of this family and just thinking, we want this to be what we uphold as the best of us. We want these people to be so privileged. This highly dysfunctional family. Let's not forget the great lengths the royal family went to bury this story. Back in 2019, when this affair was rumored to be happening, there was just one little Twitter thread written about it that was promptly deleted, okay? And I remember it because you could only find the screenshots of this Twitter thread online. Of course, I found it. I remember me and my sister Chandler, we read it to our grandmother. We were so appalled. Our late grandmother, shout out Grandma Donna. Anyway, it seared into my brain, but most people had no idea. But yesterday, when this all went down, everyone was about to get a real big idea about who Lady Rose is. Follow for part 7. Where is Kate Middleton? So after the media threatened to soft launch William's mistress, should the palace not release what's actually going on with Kate Middleton, we get this very weird apology from Princess Catherine. She says, like many amateur photographers, I do occasionally experiment with editing. I wanted to express my apologies for any confusion the family photograph we shared yesterday caused. I hope everyone had a great Mother's Day. Who cares? You guys, no one is believing that it was actually Kate who wrote that tweet or photoshopped the image. One person writes, I'm struggling to believe that the most famous royal family in the world and the woman who would be queen fiddled around with Photoshop and put out a family photo without anyone inspecting it, not buying it. Also hard to believe this is just Kate having fun, experimenting with Photoshop at home, like just gotta make the skirt look extra weird tonight. Exactly, no one is buying it. And increasingly people are like, we need to know that this woman is actually okay. First of all, we don't think she was actually in this photograph. Second of all, she's definitely not tweeting this or editing the photo. Where is she? All we need is just a quick zoom from Kate, seeing that she's okay, seeing her face, and guess what? We can keep calm, we can carry on. But no, we don't get a video. We just get the back of Kate's head. Why can't we see Kate? Join me for part 8, where I share my theories. Where the is Kate Middleton? Let me remind you that this could all be resolved with a quick, clear video of Kate looking healthy and well. But no, all we've gotten is this. In my opinion, it's very clear Kate does not want to be seen right now. With rumors at an all-time high that something is off, and with Rose Hanbury and Prince William's alleged affair being back in the news cycle, you would think Kate would want to do a quick video op or photo op to stop us from talking about this. Unless she's drawn a line in the sand and she's done protecting him. Maybe something else happened and she's done putting on a fake smile so no one knows what these two are up to. Maybe she's stopped cooperating with Kensington Palace, and that's why they had to create an entirely fake photo of her happy and well right now. And maybe Kensington Palace Maybe they don't want us to see Kate right now. Just imagine what Kate could communicate with a 1-second look into one of those cameras. Once she does that, it's game over. So the fact that she has not played that card yet, it shows that she's using the public's ignorance and her ability to expose what's going on right now as leverage. Follow for part 9. Where the is Kate Middleton? Part 9. My husband's gone to sleep, but I'm wide awake, baby. If you've not viewed all previous 8 parts, I urge you to watch all parts of this series before we conclude here with part 9. Don't spoil it for yourself. You deserve it. An astute viewer said that it all comes down to the fact that she is hiding her face. Why can't we see her face? If these two are not about to announce the dissolution of their marriage and with it the dashing of our dreams for a stable monarchy into the future, then I think it's highly possible that our girl got her early 40s facelift. And to that, I say cheers. I'd miss that jawline too.
And there we go, guys. It's time for me to get in bed. This has been fun.